Can the UK chemical manufacturers re-register their products with the EU via a member state-based affiliate or representative before the UK leaves the EU? As the NAO report suggests, this process cannot begin until the UK has left the EU. How many products would that entail if they're all the products are going to be exported after a no-deal Brexit? And how long do you anticipate it might take from the date of a company providing necessary paperwork to being able to sell the product? And then have you any estimation of what that costs? The cost?
The first thing to say is we are hoping that we will stay associate members of the European, the ECHA, European Chemicals Agency, but of course in a no deal that is off. It is the case that companies can take steps now to transfer their registration to an EU-based affiliate or to an only representative. As it happens, I think most of the only representatives in the EU at the moment, well, not most, a significant portion happen to be based in the UK, but it will be the case that you can start that process now. And so if a company does start that process, there should be work to do so, no necessary air gap in registration between now and a no-deal exit scenario. My understanding is that the UK businesses hold over 11,000 registrations at the moment with the ECHA, and that covered 5,000 unique substances. The cost for the chemicals industry of re-registration, I can't compute at the moment. I don't know, Claire, if it would be fair to...
So there are two processes that need to be gone through. One is for those who hold registrations to transfer the registrations to an EU address so that they continue to be held by the European Chemicals Agency. We know that quite a number of companies have started doing that. The cost that they have been talking to us about are between £250 and £1,000. So there is a process to be gone through. We are also, we need to make sure that in the event of a no deal, that companies can have a registration in the UK as well. So we will be taking all of those registrations and grandfathering them into a new UK-based service, which will look and feel exactly like the European Chemicals Agency system.
Okay. Viscount Hamworth.
A no-deal Brexit, how many of the existing registrations can be transferred in a straightforward manner, grandfathering, I think you described it as, into a new system? And conversely, how much of the necessary information will be subject to restrictions arising from its commercial ownership?
All of the existing registrations will be transferred into the new UK system, and companies which hold a registration will have a period of 60 days from the point of exit where they have to provide some basic information, and then they will have a further 2-year period in order to provide the full, quite detailed dossiers, which they will have because they will have provided them to the European Chemicals Agency already. I mean, it is commercially sensitive information, but the process, there is a well-established process within the European Chemicals Agency for dealing with that, and that will be replicated in the Health and Safety Executive who are going to administer the system. And
regarding the second leg of my question, we've been alerted by witnesses that there are considerable difficulties and inhibitions arising out of the commercial ownership of much of the necessary information. How do you react to that?
And the fact actually that the vast majority of it, because as you know, on the registration, it's a combined system. It's not just one business. It's all the businesses are involved in that chemicals, and so it's a jointly owned IP, so causing all sorts of issues. I think that's what you...
Yes, indeed. That's also, indeed, it makes the problem more complex if there are many owners of the...
Yes, that's not something I'm aware of, and it's really helpful when people flag to us things that we're not previously aware of. Can I take that one away and we will investigate?
Well, can we give them our information? I mean, we've had very strong representations in that connection.
Yes.